Well, today, Congress passed the most ambitious push yet to address our country's growing opioid epidemic. Our Gordon Severson has been digging deeper into these bills and looking into their potential impact. Gordon?
Julie, according to the CDC, every day opioid overdoses kill 115 people in this country. That startling statistic was the main driver behind a busy 2 weeks in Washington that wrapped up today, where Congress passed a total of 58 bills, all of them related to this growing epidemic.
The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Rarely in Washington do lawmakers agree so strongly on an issue. Friday afternoon, the vote was 396 to 14 in favor of the latest set of bills, all of them addressing opiate addiction. Going through each of the 58 bills lawmakers passed since last Monday would take several hours. But for the sake of time, here are a few highlights. New funding for treatment so that addicts can kick the habit. Congress also directed the National Institutes of Health to develop new non-addictive painkillers to give people more alternatives to prescribed opiates. And another bill to educate seniors on those many options that are available to them, thanks to a bill that was authored by Minnesota Rep. Eric Paulson.
We know the opioid epidemic has unfortunately been tearing apart communities all across our entire country.
Here Paulson is on the House floor sharing the story of a Maple Grove man who overdosed and died on opiates last year. He was speaking in favor of another bill that helps the U.S. Postal Service find and prevent illegal drugs from getting into this country through international mail.
It will make it harder and much more difficult to smuggle in fentanyl-laced drugs that not only murdered Keegan, but unfortunately have inflicted pain through tragic death in other countless families across our country.
That same bill also gives the U.S. Border Patrol more power to go after drug smugglers. However, the most controversial and possibly one of the most impactful bills would require medical records to show a patient's addiction history. This bill aims to prevent relapses and give doctors more information before they prescribe an opiate.
Now, Julie, all of these bills still have to be approved by the Senate and President Trump. Senators are currently working on them in committee, and Trump has previously stated that he would support new ideas to combat this growing epidemic.
All right. Thank you, Gordon. New tonight, investigators in Norman County have released video of the